Hi, I'm Torstein from Cinema Terror, and today I have yet another new film that I saw at the fantastic horror film festival Ramaskrik. This one is quite a unique one, and it is called Tonight She Comes, written and directed by Matt Stuertz. I don't even know where to start by trying to explain what this movie is all about. It is basically a film that keeps getting more insane for every minute and keeps you guessing with excitement of what will happen next. Without going into the plot in details, as this is a new film that many people haven't seen yet, you could say that this is a movie with young people trapped in the woods or a cabin, but believe me when I say that Tonight She Comes does not tell a traditional cliché story, as this is something different from what you've ever seen before. I guess you could say that Tonight She Comes is a mixture of Evil Dead and It Follows with a twist of some 70s satanic cult thrown into the mix. It feels like a film delivered by someone who is a huge horror fan who also wants to show off his love for the genre while taking you on a great fun ride. It sounds like a movie that shouldn't be able to work, but somehow this ended up becoming charming, hilarious, and of course, delightfully disgusting. I can see that an average movie watcher, or more used to mainstream conventional horror films, being a bit lost while watching this film, think that this is a messy, incoherent film. But for the genre savvy, if you will, there is plenty of fun to be found with Tonight She Comes. It does require you to have a certain type of humor though, as this film goes for the disgusting type of comedy. Here you get plenty of jokes revolving around body fluids and highlights such as classic gags as being forced to eat bloody tampoons. There are no characters to care about here, but that's not really the point of them in the first place. What we think of as the main guy is actually the most useless hero ever put on film, and he has to constantly be saved by the other young characters. A nice change-up from the usual formula for movies such as this. In fact, all these young, beautiful but stupid characters feels like they're made this way on purpose. It's almost like the ones behind the camera are having a laugh at the stereotypes of these type of characters that horror movies are usually riddled with. Usually, this kind of choices doesn't work that well with me. But in this film, which feels a bit like an energetic horror punk production, it feels natural and just somehow works. We are introduced to the best characters at the final part of the film with Felicity and her family.
God damn you insane family of Satan-worshipping cunts!
Jane?
Burn in hell!
At this point, the movie has gone so far over the top, and just the introduction of these wacky characters puts the entire thing into batshit crazy territory. If you're still with it, then you will laugh your ass off every time the father of the family pronounces Felicity's name. And yeah, I know that you might wonder what the hell I'm talking about, but believe me, if you see this film, then the name Felicity will never be the same for you. And no, I'm not going to include a clip of it in this video, as that is something worth saving for your own experience with the film. Even with such an obvious low budget, they did a great job in making the film look and sound good. Especially the music by Wojciech Kolczewski adds a lot to the experience, and is just yet another example of how great soundscapes for genre movies have been over the last few years. I also have no idea how in the world they convinced Dal Nicole to walk around naked with only blood, doing a poor job of covering her entire body, but kudos for her for doing it. Tonight She Comes is a unique, intelligent little film that knows exactly where the boundaries of good taste are, and are proudly going way past it. It is surprisingly clever, knows exactly what it is doing, and is a hell of a fun ride.
We're gonna have to move fast. I mean real fast. I think, with a little bit of luck, and if we follow these instructions, we can make it out of here. Alive. You understand me?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, no you don't. Exactly as I say. Exactly. Else we ain't gonna like the results.
I should mention that it is absolutely not a film that I believe everyone will love, and I'm sure a lot of people will find this to be amateur rubbish. But I'm sure that every so-called bad stuff that is happening on the screen that you are laughing at is 100% intentionally by the filmmaker. Tonight She Comes is a hilarious film made for genre fans, and I would recommend that you watch this with a few friends who are also into bloody fun movies. I loved it, and as such, Tonight She Comes gets a recommendation and a 4 out of 5. Now this is a film I'm interested in hearing what others think about. Did you love this film as much as I did, or did you perhaps just find it to be poor trash? Any other new fun horror comedies out there that you would give a shout out to? Let me know about it in the comment section below. Be sure to check out my other reviews and my Patreon page if you feel like throwing some money at me. And of course, and always, thank you for watching.